and he is started his career with Kirloskar Groups and owns his own company, that is Alligator Engineers Private Limited, where he has executed cumulatively 40 plus megawatt solar power installations. Today, Makarand will cover his company profile, the current scenario in India about the solar energy, solar electric, current solar electric, and he will also cover the government reforms and new policies coming up and throw little light on 1 kilowatt scheme announced by government, though it has not been lined up how to do it and what not, but he will share some inputs to you all. So without spending much time, I will request Mr. Makarand Mirge to start his presentation. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vilas sir. I am Makarand Virge from Alligator Energies Private Limited. We co-founded Alligator Energies Private Limited in 2015, and as sir told, we had also executed 40 plus megawatts of solar rooftop installations. That was for commercial and industrials. So thanks for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this very good webinar. And we can start with some market scenario, what is going in solar industry right now, what is the vision of India as an very big country, and how we are promoting solar energy or renewable energy, or even we can say non-fossil fuels energy. Okay. So moving ahead, India has a set up target of that while 2030, we want to become 50% from the renewable. Whatever energy we are consuming, and we should produce 50% from the renewable sources. Till now, if we say till 2024, like February, we had installed capacity of around 186 gigawatts, and that is from different sources. Like wind power is like 45.15 gigawatt, solar power is 75.57 gigawatt, then biomass or cogen 10.2 gigawatt, small hydropower 4.9 gigawatt, then waste to energy 0.58 gigawatt, and large hydro 46.92 gigawatt. So India had targeted 500 gigawatt till 2030. So this is a very good target to go ahead and match our energy requirements in future. So there are many things. Government is also taking some initiatives to promote solar energy. All of you are keen to know about the subsidy schemes and all. So there is like PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, which is recently declared by our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Ji Modi. So earlier the subsidies were minimum, and that was not for the societies. So with the new subsidy scheme, there is a flat discount of rupees 30,000 per kilowatt up to 2 kilowatt. So if anybody want to install 1 kilowatt system, so upfront 30,000 rupees per kilowatt is the subsidy. For say 2 kilowatt is there, then 30 into 2, so 60,000 per kilowatt. And if anybody want to install 3 kilowatt system, so earlier 2 kilowatt 60,000 rupees plus 18,000 rupees will be the subsidy. So 78,000 for 3 kilowatt system. Again, they had come up with subsidies for residential societies, like group housing societies or resident welfare association. So there is like 18,000 per kilowatt for common facilities. The capping is done up to 500 kilowatt. So the subsidy calculation will be totally depend on the total household in the societies. That is mentioned in this slide. You can see like 3 kilowatt per house can be considered. For say any like society is having 100 households, so 100 into 3. So 300 kilowatt can be into 18,000 per kilowatt can be the subsidy for that particular society. Then we can register to this scheme through that. There is a website like pmsuryaghar.government.in, which I had mentioned in the slide also. So we can enroll it and we can take the upfront benefit of the subsidy. Then another initiative is like to promote the solar is like solar net metering. Again, the household solar systems are also under solar net metering only. Solar net metering is the mechanism of importing and exporting. This is totally online system where we don't have any battery source. We just generate the power in the daytime, it consume it, and whatever the excess power is there, we export it to the grid. And on that behalf, we install a bi-directional net meter. Currently, whatever meter we had at our household or any industry or any XYZ premises that are unidirectional. So once when we go for a solar net metering, we install a bi-directional net meter and where we can obtain import and export readings in that particular meter. And when the bill is generated, we get the maximum benefit of the solar, like the bill will accounted as export minus import, and if there is still balance units, that will be stored in the bank. It is a very simple and proven mechanism which was introduced in 2015, and it varies from state to state. It differs from state to state. If we compare Maharashtra, earlier there was 1 megawatt capping for a solar net metering. Okay, that was like for the up to sanction load. Of course, the consumer eligibility criteria was like up to sanction load, like Manzoor Bar. So now recently, past 2 to 3 months, Maharashtra had come up with very open like net metering policy. That is like 5 megawatt we can install for industrial premises. Of course, the criteria will be up to the sanction load and the contract demand. But this is a very good news from the Maharashtra that MERC had really published this policy, but yet commercial from the MSCDCL has been not published yet. If we compare other state like Punjab, there is 500 kilowatt capping for solar net metering. Few state like Tamil Nadu or even Andhra Pradesh, 1 megawatt is there. So it varies from state to state, and the mechanism also varies, like banking charges or solar generation. But still government is promoting to for the household, or it might be own premises like industries or commercial properties, to go solar. Another benefit is for the commercials, commercial and industrial, they get 40% accelerated tax depreciation benefit. So this is another good benefit where they can get a good ROI and IRR. Another thing is government is pushing to the bankers also to give the finance for especially for solar sector. Earlier there was not a particular product with the bankers also, but they all the nationalized bank, even NBFCs, or even few private investor are available in the solar industry right now. So we can facilitate the loan. Again, for industrial, major issue for SMEs or MSME is like we don't want to invest our capital. For that also, bankers are providing a collateral free loans. So in that, solar plant itself will be the hypothecated. Just we need to give some margin amount. It again vary from bank to bank. Like if we talk about SIDBI, which is promoting SMEs or MSME, so they give a very good interest rate. Again, collateral free. This is the thing. Then again, if anybody don't want to go with the banker also, or not even their own funds, then they can go with the OPEX model or boot model, what we say. So private investors are there who signs the PPA, power purchase agreement, with that particular entity, and we can install a solar system, and accordingly whatever the system generated monthly basis, and as per the PPA rate, monthly billing is done to the entity through the investor. So that can be a good benefit where 30 to 40% can be saved again without any investment. So this was again about solar rooftop scheme. Then again, government had initiated Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam PM Kusum, what is as said as a PM Kusum. So under PM Kusum, government is trying to facilitate agriculture, means agriculture industry farmers Wherever there is no connection or electricity has not yet reached, or we don't get constant electricity like uninterrupted, we can say, there we can get a solar pumping with subsidized rate. There also there is a Mahavitaran portal. There we can register or enroll to that scheme. And 5 HP motor means like 5 HP solar system can be obtained by the farmer at 50,000, which is very minimal. If we go with the private, that is around 3 lakh to 3.5 lakhs investment. Then again, government has come for the agri feeders where there are very shortage for the farming and everything. There are load sheddings and all. So government is trying to pump up the agri feeder with solar. So where and farmer can invest into the solar and he can set up the plant and he can sold his that power generated to the MSCDCL or MSCTCL with 3 rupees 10 paisa per unit as an PPA rate. But again, that is a huge challenge for the farmers where to get this much capital and all. Then another thing government is trying for the farmers is like they can lease that barren land. If someone farmers like कोरडवाहू शेती जिथे असतं like for like say Vidarbha or Solapur region, the farmers can enroll themselves for that leasing mechanism where they get benefit of 1,25,000 per year per hectare, and there will be an escalation of 3% annual escalation. The lease rate also depend on the reckoner rate. So whatever is higher, the farmer will get as per that lease. Then for booming the capacities, now the total solar industry is driven by Chinese. Of course, we all know that if anything comes with the manufacturing, we are much more dependent on Chinese. So to promote solar module manufacturing in India, government has introduced production link incentive scheme, that is PLI scheme, where the first tranche was about 4,500 crore, and another tranche was of 19,500 crore. So there were some incentives given to the manufacturers to promote solar. Then another scheme for open access is like we were restricted to intrastate for third-party agreements or intrastate transmission systems, the setups or mechanism, whatever infra was needed for that mechanism was not there. But now recently government had also introduced green energy corridor scheme where intrastate transmission systems are going to set up. We can get all this detail on the MNRE website. Yes, this is like overall scenario of the solar market. If anybody wants to ask any questions, we can have here also, or after I can just present my company profile, and there we can see much more like what are the benefits of going solar, how to implement solar. You can recommend me like, hello.
You can go further for your company
Okay.
present.
Yes, thank you. Yes, as I said that Alligator Solar we co-founded with like Alligator Automations is our parent company, which was founded in 2008 with our co-founder like Mr. Srinivas Chaudhary and Mr. Krunal Kantare. They both are mechanical engineers, and we are doing very much in like industrial automations like conveyor system, palletizing, bagging machine. So after that, we three of us, like myself and automations promoters, Kunal and Srinivas, we co-founded Alligator Solar, which is named as Alligator Energies Private Limited. This is the history of our company. And in solar, we had done around 40 plus megawatts of installation. This is our automations factory where we had installed a 100 kilowatt solar system. You can see the photograph. And as a company, we are much more professionally driven company, and our vision and missions are and our core values are like trust, improvement, teamwork, and quality. And our vision is to provide sustainable and innovative solutions with highest quality to generate affordable energy. Moving ahead, like why to go solar? Of course, there are environmental benefits, but definitely environmental benefits comes up with like economical benefits also that motivates to go solar. Like we can reduce our electricity bill drastically when we install a solar system. Then there is like once we install a solar system, we can lock in the tariff. If you see the past history of the discoms, there is a rapid increase in the unit rates. Now the industrial rate is going around 18.12. That is again basic. If we add on the taxes, billing charges, it goes huge, like around 10 to 11 rupees. And the commercial is around 16 rupees. And even residential has been increased now. So once we go for solar, we lock in the period. We are not worried about the hike in the electricity units rate. Then again, reliable and proven technology is there. Solar is like long lasting, like 25 years. We get a warranty from the manufacturer itself. And the thing is, just we need to take care of proper component selection and the proper installation. Maximum in this solar is like bought out items. It's a EPC business, like engineering, procurement, and construction. So we just need to select proper component, proper companies, and a good installation quality or workmanship. So there is no worry in the installation for long lasting. Like even inverters come up in like 5 years warranty, even 10 years warranty. So there is also no issue. Then ROI of the system is like 2 to 3 years for even residentials who are paying around 3,000 above electricity bills with the subsidy benefit. And for industrials also, it comes 2 to 3 years after taking depreciation benefit of 40%. Even we are supporting the environment, like we are reducing our carbon footprint, and it's like sustainable. Like we are also supporting SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. So, as an alligator, as we said, we are a good team of engineers, and our parent company also is into strong technical background of automation. We are catering good clientels. Like if we name it for solar, we have Whirlpool as an our customer, JLL is our customer, like Mazak is our customer, Tata Trent is our customer, even Panasonic is our customer. We recently installed 1 megawatt at Swiss City premises. So this is like we act as a professional and we provide end-to-end solutions, like from the initial project feasibility, like collecting all electrical parameters and all, doing analysis, doing the project feasibility and the economics of the system. On that basis, we derive the system capacity and we install it. Not only that, we provide high quality. Alligator is known for quality workmanship in the industry, but not for the cost part. Again, operation maintenance we provide, like we take AMCs from the customers for cleaning, then preventive maintenance. So that make sure us like the whatever asset we had installed or built up, we are going to take maximum benefit of that asset for solar project. Then, as I told, we are much more added to the safety standards. We have our own EHS manual, safety standard. We had worked with the MNCs like Fiat premises, we had installed 3 megawatt. Tetra Pak premises, we had installed 3 megawatt. Then again, JLL is known for their safety standards and all, even CBRI. So we are much more keen about that safety should be the first priority as we are working at the height in the rooftop, and there is very risk with the human safety basically. So we follow all standards. Then as I said, our approach is like for EPC is like analysis first, then engineering, procurement, project execution, erection, commissioning and testing, and operation maintenance. This is how end to end is like taken care. Then for safety, as I told, we take regular trainings. We provide proper PPEs and all to our workmen who are at construction site. Then standard procedures we had set and quality. And even our safety officers does the audit at the sites and everything is taken care. Then we on daily basis we do toolbox talks where our supervisor or safety officer uh, do the initiate the toolbox talk that what should be taken care for exact work. Like then, as I told, the financing options are there for going solar. Like self-funded is the capex where you need to put your own money. Then another is bank loan where we get 70 to 80% disbursement and 20 or 30% equity we need to introduce for margin money, we can say. As I told, there are many investors who are interested for the big projects like above 500 kilowatt or even for 200 kilowatt above we can think of. So in this mechanism, investor signs a PPA with the consumer for 15 years, 20 years, or 25 years. So whenever the tenure of the PPA is completed, the system is been handed over to the end customer, again consumer. And in this model, everything is taken care by investor from operation and maintenance of the system and everything. But the thing is like, of course, the investor is going to invest his own money, definitely is earning. So as an alligator, we always prefer with capex or even with bank funded because now the economics is that much better for solar. Like if we go with a bank loan also, now we can save 20 to 30% after paying the EMI also in case of C&I or even residential. In residential, what happens whenever the consumption of the household goes beyond 500 units, we are charged around 12 to 13 rupees per unit. So when we compare that 13 rupees per unit with solar, where if we calculate the solar cost once we invested and for the lifespan of 25 years, it comes around 2 rupees to 2.5 rupees after considering all expenditures, even operation maintenance cost, interest cost. So that is very lucrative for going solar. So these are few projects we had executed. This is a 3 megawatt we had done at like Tetra Pak premises. Then 1 megawatt we had done at Bangalore. That was a Beckman named MNC. Then 500 kilowatt for JLL Mazak, 300 kilowatt Tata Train. Then this is a carport we had installed it in Tunni, Andhra Pradesh. That was for DMart. So these are few again our reference project like 1.25 megawatt in Ranjangaon MIDC we had done for Aberdeen. Then 1 megawatt. This is again another good installation as we had done in ground mount. If we go with the conventional installation, you can see the civil work is major activity over there. So this structure you can see there is no civil work. Here we had used a peg. There is a company called Jurichen. It's a German company who supplies solar module mounting structures. So with them, we had installed this at Haldia, West Bengal. Manakshia Steel was the end customer here. Then this is a 942 kilowatt with solar edge inverters and REC solar panels, which are a very premium combination in solar industry. Then 77 kilowatt we had installed at Flame University premises. Then again 750 kilowatt at BG Shirke, Taloja. 716 kilowatt at Jivaudan. Then 260 kilowatt at Nasik DMart. 533 kilowatt at Belgaum. It is at Indo Shortley premises. So many installations. So all together cumulative we had installed around 40 plus megawatt. And these are our few clientels like Mazak, JLL, Trent, Teneco, APM Terminals, Panasonic. Park is a solar developer company. Then even Solar Tech is a solar developer company for whom we had executed as an EPC. Yes, thank you. Uh, we can go with the questions session actually.
Yeah. Now, there is a need to, if some society or institute is interested to take the loan as well as take the government subsidy, what will be
Mhm.
the procedure? Just
Sir,
in short, step wise, nothing more.
see, as I said, actually means societies also, like there are investor option also and the banker option also.
Yeah.
So, as I said, all the banks, like all nationalized, like SBI, then even Bank of Maharashtra, uh, Axis Bank, Yes Bank, all are providing loans for the solar basically. The thing is just we need to manage the collateral. Sorry, collateral, not margin amount.
Okay. But
So
what is the rate of
many
interest?
bankers takes the as a fixed deposit. They want to make sure that that should be the margin amount where we need to do any FD or something. But of course, it is a little bit difficult for societies.
No, number of times basically societies has a lot of FDs because of particularly 10 years old societies. They have the FDs related to sinking fund, and these FDs are generally not broken.
Utilize.
Oh, yeah. So, what can that FD will be considered for the loan, and the loan interest would
Yeah,
be
they can give as a margin amount as an that FD will be like a security deposit to the bank,
okay.
and we can get the disbursement. Even another option is with like investors also for the society. There are many investors who are giving loans for the society. That is kind of leasing option actually. The investor gives around 7 to 8 years span as a lease, and they fix unit rate as an PPA. And you can go with that option also. Like many big societies prefer that option wherever the fund issue is there, like, and they don't want to invest the money or don't want to contribute.
Now, this is for all participants. Now, session is open for the questions. To start
Sir,
that,
can I ask the
yeah,
question?
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Makarand Vaidya. Makarand Vaidya.
Yeah,
Actually, does in redevelopment case, can the promoter builder will get the benefit from the society's um, status, that is legal status, and then get the solar benefit on their behalf?
No, sir. Actually, the society should be registered. Like it's
Yeah, it is already registered. That's why they are gone for the redevelopment. So in the redevelopment, what happens is there is an entity called society, and there is a builder and promoter or builder. Okay, so then he develops it, and then the solar is a part of the redevelopment, right?
okay. But in that case, that
So,
builder is going to develop that. Na? So what you want to ask means
huh,
like subsidy benefit
huh,
will be.
yeah, no, even not even subsidy, even the proposal itself, that is a finance and all that. So
Mhm.
will the society has should the society have to go, or should the builder can do, and then everything will be means the same. I mean to say the benefits about the loan, about the subsidy, about the
Sir,
going
actually,
ahead.
that
I
will
mean to
be
say.
totally depend on the builder, I guess. I don't know
Uh-huh.
means how exactly. This is the first time I'm hearing this case. Like,
I will call you. I will call you again then on the cell phone.
I think
Okay.
right.
Soumitra, you can ask the question.
तेच मकरंद सर एक प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे असा की आम्ही आता ड्रिंकिंग वॉटर प्लांट्स असतात ना पॅकेजिंगचे हे बाटल्यांचे प्लांट असतात बिस्लरीचे तर त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतं साधारण 5,000 स्क्वेअर फूटचा एरिया असतो
Okay.
फ्लोर एरिया तर याला साधारण 65 HP ते 100 HP पर्यंत कनेक्शन लागतं ओके तर
Okay.
याला मी हल्ली लोकांना सांगतोय की एवढं हेवी कन्झम्पन असतं ब्लोईंग मशीन वगैरे असतं ना तर त्याचं हेवी कन्झम्पन असतं तर पूर्वी थोडंसं अवघड होतं 3-4 वर्षापूर्वी इट वॉज लिटिल डिफिकल्ट पण आता असं म्हणतात की थोडंसं सोपं झालं ना आता करणं हे इन्स्टॉल
Hmm.
करणं पॉवर प्लांट. तर त्याच्यात तो वर्ष तो कुठे हे पॅनल्स कुठे इन्स्टॉल करू शकतो आणि काय त्याचं इकॉनॉमिक साधारण किंवा याला काही सपोर्ट गव्हर्नमेंट सपोर्ट मिळतो का, म्हणजे लोनचं असं काही करता येईल का?
लोनचं
तुमचे
तर
नक्कीच
आहेच सर. लोन तर तुम्हाला मिळतीलच ऍज अन एंटिटी नेहमीच. म्हणजे बरेच बँकर्स देत आहेत. इव्हन आता जर तुमचं कमर्शियल असेल तर लाईक सीडबी वगैरे पण चांगलं ॲग्रेसिव्ह. आता माझ्या एका
इंडस्ट्रियल
कस्टमर
सर हा प्रोजेक्ट इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोजेक्ट असतो हा.
इव्हन
आणि
सीडबीने मला
काही अंदाज देऊ
750
शकता की 65 HP कनेक्शन असेल तर त्याला
सर ऍक्च्युली
सुद्धा
कसं आहे
तुम्ही
ना, आपलं टोटली युनिट्सवर डिपेंड आहे. म्हणजे आता 60 HP आहे लोड ऑफकोर्स, पण ते किती अवर्स ऑपरेट होईल आणि टोटल KWH किती कन्झ्युम होईल त्याच्यावर आहे.
बरोबर.
जर सिम्पल थंब रूल मेकॅनिझमनी जर म्हटलं तुम्हाला सोलरची कॅपॅसिटी डिराईव्ह करण्याचं, तर दॅट विल
हा
बी लाईक
हा
व्हॉट वी डू ना, वी डू ॲव्हरेजिंग. लाईक म्हणजे जर एखादी 1 किलोवॉटची सोलर सिस्टम असेल, तर 1 किलोवॉटची सोलर सिस्टम फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग टू इव्हिनिंग किती युनिट्स प्रोड्यूस करेल. So that is like 3.8 युनिट टू 4 युनिट्स ॲव्हरेज.
हा 4 युनिट म्हणतात ना.
अबाउट ॲव्हरेज
हा
ऑफकोर्स. म्हणजे सीझन टू सीझन ते व्हॅरी होतं. थोडा पावसाळा असेल तर जनरेशन ड्रॉप होईल. उन्हाळ्यामध्ये आपल्याला थोडं बेटर जनरेशन अगदी 5 युनिट 5.5 युनिट सुद्धा मिळतात. बट व्हॉट वी डू फॉर द ROI कॅल्क्युलेशन वी कन्सिडर मिनिमल लाईक 3.8 रूफटॉपच्या केसमध्ये मिळतं व्हॉट एव्हर इज अवर ऑब्झर्वेशन. जर पुण्यामध्ये असेल, इट अगेन डिपेंड ऑन द जिओग्राफिक लोकेशन.
तेच.
सो तुमचा तिथला GHI किती आहे त्याच्यावरती हे सगळं जनरेशन आहे.
GHI
आणि
म्हणजे काय?
रूफटॉपच्या केसमध्ये काय होतं ना सर, नॉर्मली रूफटॉप इज नॉट अ लाईक आयडल इन्स्टॉलेशन. इफ वी सी सोलर इज मेड फॉर लाईक लाईक तुम्हाला साऊथ म्हणजे ॲज अन इंडिया वी आर इन लाईक सदर्न हे याच्यामध्ये, तर नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फिअरमध्ये तर आपल्याला साऊथनी सनपाथ मिळतो. तर आयडियली जर इन्स्टॉलेशन बघितलं तर साऊथ फेसिंग हवं आणि तिथल्या लॅटिट्यूड प्रमाणे त्याचा इन्क्लिनेशन अँगल हवा टू गेट मॅक्झिमम जनरेशन. बट इफ वी टॉक अबाउट रूफटॉप इन्स्टॉलेशन, जसं रूफ असेल मला त्याच्यासोबत जावं लागतं. सो देर आर लाईक ईस्ट वेस्ट इन्स्टॉलेशन असतं किंवा मग इव्हन अगदी साऊथला कुठं मिळतं, कधी ईस्ट वेस्ट, मग नॉर्थला पण स्लोप असतो काही काही प्रिमायसेसचा. देन अकॉर्डिंगली आम्ही पीव्ही म्हणजे आधी जर स्टेप बाय स्टेप बघितलं तर प्रॉपर पीव्ही लेआउटिंग करतो आम्ही. लेआउटिंग केल्यानंतर त्याचं शॅडो अनालिसिस होतं. इंडस्ट्रियल शेड असेल पर्टिक्युलरली तर टर्बो वेंट्स असतात, स्कायलाइट्स असतात. तर
सर
ते
सर एक एक रिक्वेस्ट एक रिक्वेस्ट करू का तुम्हाला? थोडं मी तुम्हाला मराठीत विचारलंय बरोबर आहे, पण माझे एक पार्टिसिपंट सुद्धा इथे आहेत. ही इज फ्रॉम आंध्रा. ओके, तर त्यांना बोलवलं होतं मी. तर तुम्ही ही प्रोसेस परत मला इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलू शकाल, सो ही विल अंडरस्टँड. इथे नल्ला बपानी म्हणून ते आहेत ना, ही इज गोइंग विथ अ पॅकेज ड्रिंकिंग वॉटर प्लांट.
Right, right.
तर
For
प्लीज.
industrial, now basically what we do step by step, like first of all, we calculate the energy requirement for the entire year, monthly basis. So, see, in industries, what happened, it is totally depend on the production or whatever we are going to use. So, it varies the generation, sorry, consumption also. So what we do averaging out actually. Then there are like certain zone A, B, C, D zones are there. Time of the day, what we call in the electricity bill. So as per policy, we don't get benefit for the D zone. So what we do A, B, C. Accordingly, we do averaging out and we derive the capacity. After deriving the capacity, we do the feasibility. So for say there is a certain premises. If we derive 100 kilowatt of capacity need to be installed for getting that much consumption from solar. Then we cross-check it with like the area availability. So we do PV layouting, shadow analysis. So in industrial shade, there are many parameters like as I said, what is the inclination angle, where it is facing, it is a east, west or north or south inclination. On that basis also the generation varies. Then the turbo vent or any obstacle is there or any tower or something. So we do all shadow analysis and then we freeze the PV layout and accordingly we derive one capacity like. And after installing, we get as a thumb rule we can consider 3.8 units per kilowatt for 365 days. So if we want to derive a monthly capacity or per day, we consider the per day will be the consumption and divided by 4 units. That will be the capacity of solar.
Will it be possible for you to share approximate space required per kilowatt range? Not I am asking specific because as there are a number of factors. So approximately how much space per kilowatt required or How it,
You can roughly consider, sir, as I said, now 1 kilowatt solar system, you can consider 4 units per day. As
no,
space concern, you are considering, you can consider 80 square feet per kilowatt.
okay, thank you.
How many square
Earlier, we
feet,
were
sir?
considering 110 square
Yes,
feet, but now the modules capacity has been increased. Like we are getting 550 watt peak models, or even yeah, that's it. So 80 square feet as a thumb, you can consider.
80,
uh,
80.
80.
I think someone,
तुझं पुण्याचं काम तू बरोबर प्लॅन केलंस हो वेलकम
माझं सगळं एकदम अलाईन झालं 2-3 दिवस माझ्या मीटिंग अलाईन झालं 8 दिवस आहे फॅन्टॅस्टिक
hello,
आहे
yeah. Anybody else want to ask?
Sir, can you do pan India basis? Are you doing it pan India basis?
लफडा झाला मला एकदम पटकन दिसलं नाही हे.
Yes, sir. Of course, we are doing right now, but it totally depends on the capacity. As I said, we had installed in 6 to like Rajasthan, we had done Gujarat, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, we had
That guy is on the view and one
Tamil
guy
Nadu, we had installed. And
no, we have reported to the higher authority.
It's a noise, sir. There is a noise behind.
There's nobody.
So there is some noise behind. Can somebody please?
Someone speak.
आवाज आहे. तुझे मागे आवाज आहे.
mute mic, I guess.
सर तुमच्या मागे आवाज आहे.
Request to mute.
एका महिन्याच्या अंतराने
Please mute.
Let's go.
Please mute your speaker.
हा अरे राहू दे आता चला काय म्हणलं आणि हाऊस लाईफ
Yes, please. Makarand sir.
Panic.
Still going. Still going on. Sir, I request you to please post your number in the chat box.
Yeah, you please send chat box.
Makarand sir, तुमचा नंबर chat box मी तुम्हाला कॉन्टॅक्ट करतो परत.
पुढे चालू आहे ना
Contact.
चलो पुढे काय झालं
Okay. He has shared the number. His name is Makarand Mirage, and contact number is 9028641818. Whereas his email address is also shared in the chat box, which is makarand@alligatorsolar.com. Anyone further has any questions? Anyone has anything to ask? I am Dr. Pramod Deshpande. We are coming to the end of the discussion. It's a very good discussion on presentation where the people required the critical information related to solar installations and solar energy practical aspect. Another thing is that I am finding very interesting steps they take, like starting from the project feasibility to project handing over, and that is very, very important. This is what is the need of the day, because there are two kinds of thought that solar will not work, and others are very strong saying that solar will work. And then the getting conviction on solar energy use, particularly in small to medium capacity, like I am talking about 5 to 25, 5 to 50 kilowatt capacity. It is very, very important for industrial as well as industrial people are much aware because they are used to procedure. But people like societies or commercial complexes or hospitals or institutional things, there is a need to promote this to save the energy so that government can use this energy for the industrial sector. One of the most important policy aspect of the solar energy is that the whatever we save, that energy will be available for the industry where there is a need in higher capacity and higher quantity. If industry also do a solar plant, it is further uh, acceptable, rather further helps the government to promote the energy cost and energy requirement satisfied, what we call as self-sufficient in our power generation. I thank again Makarand for his very good presentation. Uh, I will get in touch with you. I will, you can send my details. You already sent the details, which we will go through it. 1 minute. There are some questions.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Anytime.
Anybody has anything to ask further? Though I have sum up. Okay. So shall we leave the meeting? Anything, Makarand, you want to share?
No, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that I got a chance to get introduced with you all and
No.
would like to be connected, be in touch.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So dear all, we are coming to the end of the session, and you can